Mm.
How are y'all doing?
I'm doing
I'm
pretty
doing
good. How
pretty
about
good.
yourself, sir?
Wow, work is, I'm starting to feel like I have two jobs, kind of,
Mm.
but not really. It's just that I can't be as lazy as I used to be.
But
Uh,
don't you actually have two jobs?
yeah,
Okay, so that's what it should feel like then.
yeah, I guess. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, that's going along greatly. Um, Final Fantasy 16, can we talk about it for a minute?
Absolutely. It's your time.
I don't really like it.
Oh no.
And I am playing it and I'm almost finished. I'm gonna go ahead and finish it. I don't really like it. It's not the
Why you
same. And
don't like it?
I just hate to be this old person that's like, I want my old Final Fantasy back, but like it doesn't have like you can't pick your party members. It's
Mm.
you can't like there aren't any status effects. Like when you fight
Mm.
creatures, they
So
can't
they
poison you or
yeah.
petrify you or make you go berserk. All of the battles are super easy. They are super easy.
Mm.
You only press like you only jam one button until infinity and you press another button to dodge. There's no reason to get any of the accessories
Mm-hmm.
because like I haven't even looked at my accessories since I equipped them. But my sword updates regularly and I constantly have over enough money. Like swords cost like $4,000 and I have like $500,000 or gil. So like it's like I'm not wasting any money.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if this game was like an anime adaptation, it would be a great game. Like if
Mm-hmm.
this game was like Naruto or Attack on Titan or
Mm-hmm.
Jujutsu
Like
Kaisen, like
if
this
it was
game,
something you was playing for the story instead of the gameplay. Is that what you mean?
no, no.
Mm.
I mean, like if it was an anime adaptation or if it was like a movie adaptation, if this was like something else besides Final Fantasy,
Mm. I mean,
It'd be a
I
good
okay.
game.
So I'm trying to understand what you're getting at with this. So are you just saying if it was something that you were already a fan of, but you're
I
already
mean,
a
like
fan of
if
Final Fantasy?
I was,
Exactly. He has a standard. He has a standard for Final
yeah,
Fantasy,
I
and it's not
do.
meeting that standard.
Yeah, it's not
Mm.
meeting my standard.
But if it was a different game, like a different
Mm.
game altogether, like okay,
Yeah,
gameplay smooth. Like this
like
is all right game.
you're playing this game and the gameplay, I'm not really talking about the story, but the gameplay is like it is so anime like it's not RPG is at all. It's an action game. It's an
Mm-hmm.
action game.
Mm.
It's not RPG. It's kind of plays like a Devil's May Cry or something, but you only push one button. And I was like, if this game was like Demon Slayer or Boruto, this would be a great game. But it has to
Right.
be Final Fantasy 16. I just don't. It doesn't fit that mold that's in my head of Final Fantasy at all, at all in the least bit. And I'm kind of
Because it's too easy.
it's definitely too easy. Like, how do you have this Final Fantasy with no status effects? Like, there's actually no, I don't know, there's no progression. Like you get a whole bunch of skills,
Mm-hmm.
but there's no progression. Like he levels up, but like I can't like make the character my own. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's not an RPG at all. It's just an action game, and I did not want an action game. Like God of War was a more RPG game than this game. And I think that the
Mm.
Wow.
upcoming Spider-Man will also be a more RPG game than this game. Like this game is not,
Man.
it's just like walk here and watch a cutscene and fight these 10 different enemy types and then walk here, then watch a cutscene and fight these 10 different enemy sites fights. And it's just so repetitive and
Man,
dull and
you mentioned Spider-Man, and if I could interject very quickly,
go ahead.
I um I had I was trying to pick back up Spider-Man after a minute, The new one that came out on PS5, I guess. And how about
Miles
this one ain't even
Morales.
in the PS5 store no more? Nah, I'm playing Miles Morales now because the first one ain't in the store no more, so I couldn't play it no more. I was
It's
mad.
not in the store. That's not possible. That's a Sony exclusive.
Yeah, but I mean, so it's in there to buy, but it was on like it was play for
Free.
free. It was in the PS Network.
DeMarcus, I told you to download those because those were leaving in May. I told you download those. I said just
I
download all of
did.
them.
I thought I did. Shit. I thought I did. Goddamn.
You couldn't have if you
Well, I
can't
definitely want to
download it
stream it.
then.
I definitely want to streaming them.
Oh my god! You're supposed to add it to your library, and then you can always play it.
I did it. I did exactly that.
So, are you looking at
So let
like
me
a
go see.
deluxe edition or?
No, let me go. Let me pull it up right now, Jared.
Yeah. Go pull it up. Go pull it up right
Because
now.
what I guarantee is that it's in my library. All the shit
Yeah,
you just said.
yeah.
I did all that, and it's still like, nah, you can't play it because it's like you never bought it.
Yeah.
And
Just
once
go to
we
your
take it out the
library.
PlayStation Network,
Because if it
that's
says
it.
something like that, then are you a PSN member?
Yeah.
Okay, so you should be able to play it.
But that's not the case. It says view products. Hold on, let me
No, go to your
go on over here
library.
to my game library.
Yeah.
I'm in my game library. It's
Okay.
right here in my game library, but it's got
Okay.
the little PSN plus sign, and it got a lock next to it.
You know what that means?
It mean it's locked. They mean
So,
hey, they say the gravy train is over.
so then what happens when you click on it?
It
You're
asks me
locked.
to buy the damn game. It say, hey, you can buy it for $50, and I'm like, nah.
Boy.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
So
you
what
don't
does
get the
God of
you
War
get the
say? What does God of War say?
so both of the God of Wars. I feel like I had both of those.
Yeah, you pay for the second one
Let
and
me.
you got the first one.
Well, yeah. I think I might have deleted the first one because I beat it. Oh, never mind. Here you go.
Okay.
It's still playable,
Okay,
but
so I don't know
but
what's
it's still
going
in the
on.
PSN. But it's still in the PSN. It's still in the PSN though.
Okay. Well, I don't know what's going on with
That one is still on the list. Like, cause God of War, I can still stream it or anything.
okay. I don't know what's going on with Sony. Is mine?
Mm.
No, I bought both of them. So I don't know what's going on with
See,
Spider-Man.
yeah. I
Cause
mean, hey, if you
if
don't
you
buy it, they say if you don't buy it, you don't keep it. Fuck you.
They're not playing with y'all no more.
no, that
Mm-hmm.
doesn't make any
It's a,
sense.
that
I
makes
gotta
it makes sense to me because like you're paying for it's like a subscription, right? Well, it's definitely a subscription, not like a subscription. It is a subscription. And
right.
they say when we take stuff off the menu of your subscription, you
But
don't
that's
get that
not
stuff no more.
that's not how it works. Cause with those games, Sony
Well, they say that's how it works now.
no, Sony released those games, but God of War was the same thing because when Sony released those games, it was during the pandemic. It was the everybody play, and then even when they take stuff off the store, you can still download it if you added it to your library with PSN. So that's kind of weird. I don't know what's happening with that.
I mean, I still have the download. I just can't play it.
That's crazy. Okay. All right. Well, I can play it, so I don't know why I'm bugging. So yeah, Final Fantasy 16 is not going good for me. I'm not enjoying it, but then it got a 9 on IGN. I'm like, what is going on with this game? And like, people are loving it, but I'm like, how can y'all like
I
this
feel
game?
like
So
I feel
I
like
think it's just
Final
me.
Fantasy
Am I just
games.
old? It's just me, or it's crazy.
I feel like certain games like they have such a big following that it don't matter. Like it don't matter what kind of rating they get. Like I'm sure like 2K gonna always get a good, a decent rating because so many folks play it, so many folks like it.
Yeah.
Even though that's the exact same game every time.
Yeah.
Yep. Just like the Fast and Furious movies.
So
They gonna keep making them
anyway,
motherfuckers.
I'm just playing it to get these hunts. Because the hunts are the best thing in that game right now. And then after I finish all these hunts, I don't know. I'm just gonna finish the game and be on my phone at the same time. So, how are y'all doing?
We're doing pretty good, brother.
Oh yeah, I'm doing really good, man. Go ahead, Lorenzo.
Nah, ain't shit new with me. Everything same old, same old. What's going on with you, bro?
I'm doing real well, man. Today is Prime Day, part one, so I'm finna buy some shit that I don't need.
Prime Day. Oh, like a microphone.
Mhm.
Can you get one? It's one on.
I was about to tell you, I was looking at microphones and I'm about to
Okay.
get one. Yes, I already got one in my cart, I think.
Okay.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Yay.
Already got one in the cart.
Let's go.
Yes,
Let's go to
sir.
Marcus. That's good.
Yep. About to be mic'd up, y'all. And then
Yes, sir.
went on some dates over the weekend. That was pretty dope.
With
Yeah.
Bumbly,
These are not
Hingy.
these are you can't keep changing the nicknames, Jared, because I'm not gonna know who you're talking about.
I mean, I know
Right,
it's
I'm
not
gonna excuse
Tindy.
myself. Actually,
What you mean? What you mean, Tindy? What do you mean you know it's not Tindy? Why it's not Tindy?
Oh, you have a Tindy? Okay, I know the
I
first two
I thought
start
we
with
named
a.
these people before.
see,
No, I thought we named these people before.
he
We
don't
gave
remember the
these people
names.
nicknames.
Yeah,
He don't remember
it's
the nicknames.
Bumbly
He
and
don't
Hingy,
care.
right? It's Bumbly and Hingy.
But what I will share is that I went on a date with this older lady.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I'm about to break that off because I don't enjoy it.
Why?
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
go ahead. Go ahead.
She's 46, which is not has nothing to do with me enjoying it or not. Yeah.
So what did she
Yeah.
do wrong?
We'll
She's real
have a
artsy. She's real artsy and
And your
she
degrees
had,
in art.
everybody is weird everybody's weird in their own way, right?
Okay.
And her weirdness doesn't her weirdness doesn't jive with me. Her weirdness is I don't like it. I don't like it.
Okay. Can you
But
give it a little bit
y'all,
more?
I will say
Can you
we'll
go?
I
talk
will
about it
say what's
off pod.
I'll go into like further detail off pod, but I will say I've been getting a
Okay.
lot of not a lot. It's been a long time since I had PNC, and now I'm getting that PNC.
What does
And I hate
PNC
it.
stand
I hate
for?
the way it feels.
What?
Loronta, you know what PNC is?
I
No,
think I do.
did you just make that acronym up?
Educated class, Loronta.
I'm
Educated class.
I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like it has something to do with something they have that we don't and we can't get.
Oh no.
You know. Nah, no. Okay, well, okay. I don't know. I don't know that.
Who is
PNC is
they?
post nut clarity.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
post nut clarity. Oh man. Whew. You got a shower gun. You got a shower gun.
So you had sex with the
Yeah.
46-year-old?
Whoa, Jared. No.
Oh.
No.
I'm trying to put two and two
Jesus.
together. This
I
puzzle
see.
piece.
I see. I see. And you coming up with three.
Okay.
You
Man,
ain't got enough numbers, man.
Come on.
Okay. All right. So I guess we gotta talk off the air about this one.
But other than that, I'm doing well. Work is going well. I've been paying up my little trips. I booked my surf trip for November.
Yes, sir.
So
November. Isn't it
that's
like
happening.
hurricane season? That's not hurricane season,
No,
is it?
not in Costa Rica.
Okay, cool. I know you want some good waves, but I don't want you to go out
Yeah.
there.
I mean, shit, I'm trying to be a pro, bro. So you gonna see one of them videos on TikTok where it'd be a big ass tsunami and it's be one little
20
person
foot.
surfing.
Yeah,
Have you
20
ever
foot
surfed
wave.
before?
Mm-mm. Not at all.
And that's where it comes in.
So this is like a beginner's camp.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Loronta, how's your job?
Everything's going pretty good. So we're still doing real estate full time. I told you I picked up some stuff on the side. So actually I started the second job this week or today actually. And it was pretty cool for the most part. It's another restaurant gig. And they all kind of the same. So I see the bullshit walking in. I'm like, all right, I'm not going for this, that, or that. You know what I'm
So
saying? Because my last, go ahead.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was like, my last situation, I feel like I was overworked and like everything was like falling on my shoulders, which it does. But now I know how to like delegate, certain responsibilities to whereas I'm
Mm-hmm.
not the it's not all on my head. I'm not stressed out. You know what I'm saying? I smoke too much weed. I'm too young to let a job stress me out to that level. So yeah.
So what I want to know
One
is,
of these.
can you give out discounts to your friends?
Oh yeah, hey man, soon come, brother. Soon come, soon come. I'm trying to figure it out because like I know they give us like an employee card that we keep on us, but I'm trying to figure out how I can do what, if that makes sense. Like gift cards and stuff like that. You know me, man. I'm always trying to find a little way to finagle something now.
Okay. Have you been doing your 20 push-ups a day?
Ooh.
I've been active. I've been trying to,
All right. That's
I feel like consistency. Cause like I almost swim every day. You know what I'm
Well, that's a
saying?
long
You do
ass no, boy.
Yeah.
you do one. No, I was gonna say actually I've been in the gym. I've been doing more cardio because like my arms aren't skinny. Like I know when you see each other in a minute, my arms aren't skinny. I got more of a midsection, so I felt like
Yeah.
I rather tone that down.
Yeah, you do.
And I feel like as I tone that down, everything will come into place. Because
That's not how
you
that
don't want to be.
works.
I mean, well, how it work, DeMarcus?
Your body, you ain't gonna. I mean, you can tone up your core, but it's not gonna make the rest of your body any bigger.
I mean, but who said I want to be bigger? I'm already 230. Come on, man.
I'm just saying. You saying it's gonna take care of everything else, and it's not. You just gonna have a strong core. Your arms still gonna be weak, or whatever else you're trying to do.
For
I'm not
sure.
trying to.
So I've been doing cardio. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to more
Yeah,
trim
yeah.
fat. So I've been doing more cardio than really. I've been, I'm saying I do some reps, but I ain't really weight training. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I've been trying to do
that's
more
fair.
cardio.
That's fair.
So,
That's fair.
and it's when I say small, like we doing a mile today. Let's do another mile tomorrow, and that's where I'm kind of capped out at.
Pretty good.
But I'm still trying to, like I said, more consistently. So it has not been long. I'm not gonna act like I've been doing 2-3 weeks. We're still on like day 6. So
The Surgeon General recommends 6 miles a week for the average person.
damn, for real?
60?
No,
Six.
six.
Just 6.
I ain't mad at it. Cause like I said, I haven't done like real cardio in a while. So I'm just trying to stay consistent because there's nothing like, oh, I'm gonna do all this. You start. Well, you don't know. You stay consistent. You've been consistent, Marcus.
Oh, but the past maybe like week, I ain't been in the gym for real. I probably went once, maybe twice.
Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Man, because I mean, going on these dates, man. I go on these dates, I be up late, and then I be tired.
I talked to Gordon.
What are you talking about?
Gordon says that because I had to ask him about Reddit for one of my jobs, and we talked about this podcast. He said, I wish y'all would stop asking me to be on this podcast because I don't listen to podcasts. I'm not gonna listen to
He didn't say
yours. He ask him. He said that we have a toilet bowl podcast where they only listen to our podcast when they're cleaning their bathrooms. And he said that
he definitely didn't say that.
Ask him.
That's not even how Gordon talks. That's not even how Gordon talks. If Gordon was to insult this podcast, that's not how he would do it.
and he said that he can't go because he's been going on dates with different men in Chicago, so he can't be on this podcast because he's trying to do something for him.
All right.
Yeah.
I stopped listening. All right.
No, that's
put all that shit on my man Gordon like that.
He said that he will never be on this podcast because,
y'all, Jerry be mixing half truths with whole lies.
Whole ass lies.
So what did he say? I talked to him today. I'll talk to him
tomorrow, and I'll let you know what he said.
Okay, yeah. Well, he's on a date now, so he wouldn't respond. But that is what he told me. Something.
Can't believe you, Jared.
Can't believe me. What?
Lie on our brother like that.
I would never lie, especially on Korra Day.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Something that I want to put you on to is, and this is like a classic kind of, well, it's a classic in the gay world. I don't know if straight people heard about it, but it was actually a Lifetime original movie, and it's a comedy. And it's my favorite genre of comedies. It's like found footage / documentary, well, mockumentary, and it's called Jackie's Back. It is my favorite.
Is this in geek culture at all? Is this like anime, superhero, comic book, any type of deal?
I mean, I said it was found footage.
I don't think that. I don't know. What you think, Loronta?
Okay, can I still put you on to this thing? It doesn't
this ain't
matter.
the kind of stuff I want to be put on to. This ain't why we started the podcast.
Anyways, it's called Jackie's
Man,
Back.
trying
It
to
was a
push Noah's Ark
Lifetime
and shit.
original movie, and it stars, and this is Black Geek Energy. It stars Jennifer Lewis, Whoopi Goldberg. It stars a lot of our Black stars. Kyla Pratt. The Color Purple. What?
It's a joke.
That's what it sounds like, don't it?
How does it sound like The Color Purple? It's a comedy.
You said Whoopi, then you said Jennifer Lewis.
Was Jennifer Lewis in The Color Purple?
She was.
She was not.
It was a joke.
She was not.
A joke. Keep going. It was a joke. Keep going.
Okay. Kyla Pratt, and it tells a story about how this star from the 70s is trying to make her return in the modern day era. Well, it was released in 1999, but she's trying to make her return, and it's really funny. I watch it all the time. Well, at least once a year.
Let me put y'all on something for real if you done, Jared.
No, I'm not done. And I was putting them on to something for real.
Go ahead, finish up then. I'm putting them on to something for real, for real.
Wait, why is this not a for real movie?
I mean, it's a for real movie.
Okay, then.
But this ain't what our viewers tuned in for.
They tuned in for Black Geek Energy. And this is a Black Geek movie. So, okay, DeMarcus,
this sounds like Black Geek Energy.
Go ahead, DeMarcus, just go ahead. Go ahead. You want to talk so much, go ahead. Go ahead with your little baby dress, please.
I just started watching this over the weekend, but it's an old one. It's called Golden Kamuy. And it's about this ex-soldier who's like tracking down these prisoners who have maps tattooed on their body. And if he collect all the maps, they'll find like this like gold that's hidden somewhere in Hokkaido. It's pretty good so far. Like I've been avoiding this anime for years because I was like, this is like an anime about like a war or something like that, and I ain't really trying to watch that. It looked like it's gonna be hella boring. It looked like it was gonna be like a period piece, one of them like historical animes. And I was like, I don't know if I'm fucking with it, but I gave it a shot finally because I was like, I ain't got nothing else to watch, and it's got a lot of episodes. And Golden Kamuy is pretty lit, man. It's pretty lit. Like if you like period animes, if you like what else we got in it? If you like a little bit of war type stuff, a little bit of like wilderness survival, you know what I'm saying? Hunting down prisoners, it's pretty good. They got some pretty dynamic characters in there.
Hey, check it out. So we got 2 shows y'all can watch this week.
2 things. Give them one more, Loronta. Put them on something else.
Well, my thing was a movie, and I only said it because we promote so many white movies and TV shows and comic books and everything else. We need to have something Black in here. So that's why I only... What?
Huh?
What did you just say?
I said promote the Black ones.
Okay, and I did, but you had a problem with it.
Okay. I mean,
yeah.
Okay.
And the one thing I'm gonna put them on. It's not a show, but it's more of a comedian. So I watch a lot, not a lot, but I like stand up. It gets me through certain things. Just doing stuff. I love having stand up in the background. So one comedian, his name is Black Run, like Black with a Q though, and he's a pretty funny guy. He's late 30s, early 40s, so he's not too old. And his routine is pretty funny to me. So if y'all got a chance, check out Black Ron. And
He
that's about
is
that for the
Ron Funches. That's his name.
I don't know. That might be him. That might be his full name.
He's like kind of thick.
He black with dreads.
No, I must be
Black with a K. Black Ron. BLAQ. I said K. I meant BLAQ. Ron. Comedy. It's all good.
And like, where did you see his stand up at?
Just random YouTube videos. He came up do a couple of different shows here and there. Like I said, free 99, and y'all do too much to find them.
Oh, so you gotta. Okay, cool. Interesting. Okay. Well, do we have anything else to say, you guys? Or should we just get on with this episode?
Let's go ahead with it.
Great.
Slide.
Well, we're gonna play this quick commercial break, and then we'll be back with Black Geek Energy. Therapy did not work for me, and let me tell y'all about it. So I had to attend therapy through my old job, and it was horrible. I had this Russian intern who was my therapist, and she was not relatable at all. Then we both had a language barrier that we had to go through every time we talked. Also, she made me come to our therapy sessions at 4 p.m. on Fridays. And you know I had to drive through downtown Atlanta traffic while it was in its peak. Now, I have said on this podcast that I'm not going to therapy again, and that I just need people to tell me what their therapist says to them so I can use their advice on myself. But you know what? I may have to rethink that. Y'all, BetterHelp is an online counseling service that allows you to connect to a licensed therapist from the comfort of your own home, or boat, or cruise ship, car, or wherever you may be. The best part is you can switch therapists at any time, and you have full access to virtual sessions through text, phone, and video conferencing. No matter what you're going through, BetterHelp has a professional who can help. And because you're a listener to Black Geek Energy, you can get 10% off your first month by visiting betterhelp.com/BGEpod. That's betterhelp.com/BGEpod for 10% off your first month. So go ahead, take care of your mental health today. Check out BetterHelp, and let's get back to the show. Okay, guys, we're back. Thank you for joining us again on Black Geek Energy. Remember, you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok, Black Geek Energy. You can follow us on Twitter at BGE_pod. And you can email us with all your show suggestions and questions at blackgeekenergy@gmail.com. And today, we're going to be talking about the Avatar, not the Blue People. Have y'all seen the second Blue People Avatar yet?
I have, and it wasn't bad.
They said it's just about like bad kids and people need to whip their kids.
Bad kids. I mean,
you haven't seen it yet, I take it.
No, I have no, because the first one was just Pocahontas.
No, it was a Fern Gully.
Yeah, and it was Fern
Gully.
I think that's the name of that movie where they turned the construction workers were going to tear down a
forest. I'm very familiar with Fern Gully.
That's all Avatar 1 was. They turned them down, turned one of us, fall in love. Okay, we're gonna fight the construction workers. Okay, now one of y'all. That's literally what Avatar 1. I had a high school teacher who was so mad. And he was like, "We really liked it." He was like, "Are y'all serious?" And he really literally broke it down. He was like, "What? Nah, bro, you don't know what you're talking about." And it was a black. Right now, but we didn't want to believe him because he was a big white guy or whatever.
Oh,
and how he was kind of like pretentious. He wasn't pretentious. It's just how he spoke to us sometimes. I'm like, man, shut up, you know what he's talking about. And then we broke it down. But We're not talking about that Avatar. Sorry about that. We're not talking about that Avatar.
I'm talking about Atlas. I'm talking about the OG.
Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yeah, we're gonna talk about some Korra. We're gonna talk about some Kang, some of Avatar Roku and Kyoshi. We're gonna talk about all of the avatars.
You said
And
Kang?
I said Aang.
Oh,
Didn't I?
Aang. You said Aang. I was like, Kang. I was
Yeah.
like, you know, I named Kang.
But let's talk about some of the upcoming Avatar releases from Avatar Studios and Nickelodeon. If you don't
Wait.
know,
Hold on. Before we get into that, can we just talk about what Avatar is, who he is, what the series is for the folks that don't know? We can't just
go
be
ahead.
assuming everybody just familiar with everything we familiar with.
Okay,
All
so
right,
Demarcus, why
I'll give
don't
them a
you
background. Oh,
go ahead? Oh,
okay.
Loronta, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Demarcus. Go ahead, Demarcus. No, go ahead, Demarcus.
Go ahead, Loronta, man. You hardly ever talk on this thing.
I talk all the time. I just be on mute. And when it plays back, I be so mad. I was like, yo, I be yelling right here and my shit be on mute, but I don't want folks to be hearing me chewing or whatever if I'm doing something right. But okay, nonetheless, back into it. So we got the four elements. We have earth, fire, air, and water, right? So in this realm, in this universe, you have humans and you have benders. You have four nations, which are the four elements separated by, earth, fire, air, and water. And each of those nations are, defined by that element. Once again, not everybody is a bender, but majority of people, are benders. And they can do things with those elements. So every generation has a person who can do each and every single one of those elements. And he's like kind of the protector of the realm. And he just makes sure, keeps things in balance. So, about 100 years ago, out of nowhere, the Fire Nation got too greedy, got too strong, as they usually do, and they started conquering nations. And when it was time for the Avatar, when they needed him the most, he disappeared. So for 100 years, there was no one to stand up to the Fire Nation, and they reigned supreme. So out of nowhere, these waterbenders on the South African, water tribe, they find them, wake them up, and then that's how we get the show rolling for the Avatar: Last Airbender.
He said it.
Go ahead.
So yeah,
Go ahead.
the Avatar is this old show. It's critically acclaimed. It's beloved by everyone that has seen it. And since the end of Korra in 2014, there has been practically no Avatar news whatsoever, even though everybody has been clamoring for Avatar. Visually, even though there have been some Avatar comics and some Korra comics that have come out, but everybody, people don't read. So everybody really wants a new visual Avatar. So Nickelodeon and Avatar Studios, I'm not sure if that's what they're called, have announced a couple of new Avatar projects that are coming out in the upcoming future. So let's go ahead and start. Are y'all excited for this Avatar movie or TV series that's going to be on Netflix coming up soon?
I'm skeptical. I'm skeptical of it. Because first off, like Avatar is not an anime, so but I'm filing this live action joint under a live action adaptation of an anime. Yeah. Even though Avatar is not an anime, and I'm gonna say that multiple times over this podcast, so y'all understand it's not an anime. But throughout, those are usually trash. Like every time a live action adaptation come out, it sucks compared to like the actual anime or the actual cartoon or whatever. So I'm not excited. I'm not excited about it. I'm apprehensive. I want to see it, and I'm hoping they do real good because I remember they were saying that the original creators were involved at first, but then they had to hop off. So I'm hoping whatever influence they instilled in the beginning carry through. But I doubt it.
What about you, Loronta? Loronta?
I'm definitely on the same wave. I'm kind of skittish on animation into live action. I feel like because there's so much you can do in animation that sometimes it isn't translated as well as it should be. Because they've already tried it, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I haven't even seen it the first time they tried to do the last when M Night Shyamalan did it. I saw the trailer and I was like, nope, I'm not even gonna waste my time because it was like 2012 when we had the technology. It wasn't like we didn't have the technology to bring it to life how we could have, but and it's not like they didn't have the budget. It's Nickelodeon, a billion-dollar company. They could have definitely did what needed to be done, and they could have made millions. They could have made hand over fist, but they just so it sometimes like cash grabs where they just like, hey, let's just put a production together. They're gonna watch this shit anyway. Fuck it, throw it together. And I hate when I see that. Like I said, I'm skittish on it, but if it's good, perfect. Do I have any expectations for it? Not at all. They're in the ground, honestly, because it's just a remake, right, of that Last Airbender.
Yeah, it's a remake.
Yeah,
And the original creators were on it. They were working on it. And then there were problems with the casting when Netflix was casting it. Because, in the original Avatar, the not anime that was on Nickelodeon, there aren't really white people. There are some, it was like Native Americans and some Asian Pacific, and those races are represented, and Netflix of course wanted to input a lot of white people into this movie. And the
You
original,
said Netflix did that? Said that?
yeah, Netflix wanted a lot
Okay.
of
Just,
white
just
people.
asking for clarity.
And the creators were like, okay, then I'm not gonna be on it. I'm still gonna get paid. I may get paid just a little bit from my big paycheck, but I'm still gonna get paid as a creator of the show. And they are no longer working on that series. But I am also excited for it. I think I'm more excited than DeMarcus and Loronta. I don't think that any Netflix series that I was really looking forward to have failed me. Like I've already known if it was going to be bad or not. Like you can tell by the previews or the casting or whatever. Like if you put Lakeith Stanfield in Death Note, you already know how that's going to be. So
wait, Lakeith Stanfield is going to be in a Death Note?
He already was.
Oh, which one? The one of the live action ones?
Yeah, on Netflix.
I ain't even watching.
Yeah.
Okay, I might check that out. If Lakeith Stanfield in there.
It wasn't good, but I mean, we all know that it wasn't going to be good. But yeah, I know how it's going to be. Just like how I knew the last Airbender, the last Avatar movie was going to be, not good. So I know how it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be a series or a movie, but anyways. Let's talk about some upcoming projects because the Avatar Studios have announced that they are also going to do some upcoming projects every year until 2007. So let's discuss.
27.
Oh, 2027. Yeah. So let's discuss. First, after the Avatar show or movie, I'm not sure, on Netflix. After that, we're going to get the new Avatar series. This is going to be set approximately 100 years after Korra. It's going to be in the modern day. So avatars with cell phones? I don't know. The new storyline should be interesting as the last Earth Avatar fans saw was Avatar Kyoshi, who had no qualms about spilling blood to protect her people and maintain the balance. Along with this new series, there is also said to be a new movie based on this new figure, although that was reported to be released not long after the series, which will actually release in 2027. So we're going to get a new series, a new 4 chapters of the book of Avatar, and it's going to be set in the modern day era. How do y'all feel about that?
I feel like because Korra faced a little bit of this, they was trying to counsel her, but I feel like they having cell phones and social media. This avatar is going to do one wrong thing, or somebody's going to capture stuff. So I feel like they're going to play on that. And then because like I said, they always had social commentary in Avatar. Here or there, where there was little slight jabs or whatnot. So I just wonder how much of what's going on now, just everything, what they're going to throw in there. Because like you said, they're going to make it modern, you know. So that's going to be interesting and bring bending into the 21st century. I do want to see that. So I'm excited.
Yeah, it's going to be very exciting. Really seeing the modern day era mixed in with, because the last time we were in the Avatar world, Korra, she combined the world with the spirit realm. So it's gonna be interesting to see that, and it's gonna be interesting to see a new Avatar who does not have any connection to the previous avatars via the avatar states, like all the other avatars had because of Korra. But I don't know if it's going to start over, and if it's just going to be Korra as the last one in the avatar state, which would be, I would hate that.
I was going to say, I hope that they have. I feel like they got enough time to stick in another avatar between this new one and Korra, like 100 years. I feel like that's enough time.
I mean, that was the time that Aang was alive, was 100 years.
Really?
Yeah, but it's other avatars that died faster than that.
Because Korra ain't an air nomad. Korra eat meat.
Korra, and that makes you die quicker.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows?
Does it?
They said that it was, this little thing I'm reading said it was 100 years after Korra. So I don't know.
So does that mean 100 years after? Does that mean 100 years after Korra's birth or 100 years after Korra's death?
No, it can't be 100 years after her death, because every time one dies, then a new one is born.
Touche.
So who knows? I even if it's one or two avatars that is in his brain, it still won't be the full echelon of avatars in there, which is a hindrance. But you know, how do you feel about that?
I hope it's like a couple, because I think then they'll be able to play up on like the conversation that goes on in the avatar's head. Yeah. So and I hope we get to see some of that, because I think that'll be dope to see.
Yeah, those are my favorite parts with Aang and Korra, how the different avatar had different opinions on how the avatar should do certain things. But yeah, those are some of my favorite parts of the show. And then Korra messed that up for everybody, so whatever. Let's move on to the next one. This one is an adult Aang and the Gang movie. It says, not far behind the new Avatar series will be a sequel film to the show that started it all. This movie will follow Avatar Aang and his group of friends in their mid to late 20s and 30s. Avatar News noted that it is no coincidence that this film and the new series are coming out so close to each other, as it's part of a bigger plan. There are no details as to what that plan may be. It could be that the adventure that occurs in this movie will somehow connect to the other series projects that follow the show's original run. On the other hand, it could follow a separate journey. So, and it also notes that there are multiple comics that follow the last Avatar finale that continue their stories, and with even more characters being introduced in the franchise, it should be interesting to see if the new generation also ends up playing some parts of it. So it does mention the comics that I was mentioning before, but then this series, which takes us all the way back to the beginning of the Avatar that we know, and it follows them after Avatar destroyed the Fire Lord. Are y'all excited for this one?
Like that, I can be excited about. That I can get behind for real.
Yeah, it's the original creators, the original voice actors.
Exactly.
Everybody's coming back.
I mean, that's going to be animated, right? Yeah, perfect. Like I said, live action. I'm a little skeptical, but
and that's, you said that's the movie that's going to be taking place right after Aang killed the Fire Lord.
Yeah, that's going to be a movie. It's not going to be right after Aang killed the Fire Lord. That was the comic books that tell the story what happened after Aang killed the Fire Lord. This is going to be like 10 or 15 years when Avatar and the gang are in their late 20s or late 30s.
All right. I'm down with that. I'm down with that.
Yeah. I think that's going to be really good. The new Avatar movie is set for October 10th, 2025, and will open in theaters.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just 2 years. That's not why.
Yeah, 2 years and a half. Goodness. Okay. Yeah, then it says the next thing that we have is anticipated to hit theaters in 2026. It's a standalone film focusing on Zuko. There is no information as to whether or not it will be connected to the Avatar and the Gang film or when it will take place. However, it is presumed that it will be sometime following the 100-year war, as Zuko went through most of the riveting redemption arcs in the series, from starting as a villain and kidnapping Aang to join the good fight. There shouldn't be any lack of source material. Yeah, this one seems really interesting.
I think that'd be dope.
Yeah,
I really think I've always. I really like Zuko. I started to really like Zuko. I think after they introduced Azula, that's when I started to like Zuko. Because before that, I was like, Zuko is a fucking trash ass villain. Like, yeah, he was fucking crybaby. And then I saw Azula, and I was like, I was like, you know what? I prefer Zuko.
Yeah. Now the comic books went on to talk more about Zuko's sister. So I really hope that we really go in depth with some of the things that happen. Yeah, because I can't do a Zuko movie. Yeah, I'm sorry. I cannot do a Zuko movie because Zuko's a crybaby. Zuko is a crybaby.
But
Zuko's dope though.
I mean, he has dope powers. He learned lightning like at the last 3 episodes of the season.
His entire redemption arc is dope.
I mean, it's dope, but he's still a crybaby to me. He's not my favorite person in the Avatar gang. That's not Aang,
everybody can't be hard like you, Jared.
That's not what I said. I don't need everybody to be hard. I just need everybody not to be crying all the time. Yeah. Yeah. Toxic. How do you feel about this Zuko movie, Loronta?
Come on. I like the Fire Nation. I do like the Fire Nation. I want to see him like bring it back together. But I can just tell it's gonna be like the old heads, like, hey, when we was running this shit with your father, this is how we were doing it, and he's going, well, this is the new Fire Nation, and so I can't wait to see how he does that, because I do want to see what kind of leader he matures into, because like I said, when he first came on the scene, you know, he was a little boy. He was always, you know, had the family trauma and all that. And then his sister came on, and she crazy as hell, strong as hell. So I do want to see, you know, her growth and what happened after everything comes together.
I don't know. Like Azula's beyond redemption to me. I don't want to see nothing from her.
I want to see her. Because in the comics, there was this whole comics book story about how Zuko went and searched for his birth mother. And it really showed more of what happened to Azula afterwards. And I want to see her. She is the only reason why I would go into theaters and pay for it. Otherwise, I'm watching that thing on Paramount Plus. I'm not gonna pay no money to see the Zuko movie. Okay. The next one. Oh, I think this is the last one. Okay. So the next one, last up on Avatar Studio release date are 2 unnamed spin-offs set to premiere in 2006, 2026, and 2027, respectively. There's no information available about either of these properties. They could be about anything in the expanded Avatar universe.
I don't like how they be announcing all this shit. It's like hella far out when they know they gonna cancel it. You know, shit. Like, I know, you know, they know, we know. Cause like it's been a hella shit that I've been looking forward to, and they end up canceling that motherfucker. I remember that damn Batwoman movie. Like shit was all over the place. Like they had trailers out, they had posters and shit. And what happened in that movie? Where it go? Did anybody
You
see
saw a
it?
trailer?
I feel like I saw a trailer.
Oh goodness, I didn't see a trailer, but yeah, that movie was because of Warner Brothers restructuring, and they the president said this movie isn't going to do anything because it wasn't connected to the larger DC universe, and then they were about to hire James in the universe, and he wasn't going to do anything with Batgirl, so they said no, it'll just be too much money. Even though did they already made it, or I think they made it, but they didn't put the effects on top of it, so it's like
they made like a
unfinished movie.
Batwoman, like a CW. Was it a CW show or something?
Yeah, and the girl Javicia Moore, I think her last name is a Hamptonian.
The woman playing Batgirl.
Yeah, she did play Batgirl. That show was canceled, but then she is now on The Flash, which is about to end. So yeah.
I saw The Flash, y'all.
The movie or the show?
Yeah, the movie.
Oh, how was it?
It was, man, I wanted it to be worse.
You wanted it to be worse?
I wanted it to be worse.
Okay.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't a great movie.
Okay.
But I'm so used to DC movies being like bad. Like my expectations were down here, and it exceeded my expectations like a little bit. But you can definitely tell, because did James Gunn have a hand in
No, it was made before his involvement with DC.
But it definitely feels like a Marvel ripoff. Like the way the movie develops, like the little joke it put in, like all of it's like, this feels like somebody took a Marvel movie and threw a DC spin over it, and like just did a horrible job of copying it. But it wasn't bad. Like, I'm glad I went and saw it. It was a decent movie. I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed it more than I really wanted to. But it was good.
Was it better than the cartoon Flashpoint movie?
Hell no. Hell no.
Yeah, because that shit was fire.
It was. And that's kind of what I wanted. I wanted more of that storyline.
They were not gonna do all of that. you could tell that all of those cameos. No, they are not gonna pay all those people. They are not gonna. No, they are not gonna.
They didn't have to do all the cameos. They didn't have to do all the cameos. They just did the main folks. They could have had Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Batman, Cyborg, everybody else. Anyway.
Oh, they definitely weren't gonna have Cyborg. You know, they hate each other.
But Cyborg's in the Justice League.
Okay. The actor who plays Cyborg and the director of the Justice League movie, the first Justice League movie, they were beefing hard on internet for like 3 years. So they are definitely.
Damn.
And he didn't even do any of the press. No, he said racism. He said racism involved. Because if you watch the second movie, you could tell it. Because on the first movie, he had like little to no parts in that second movie. But when they re-edited from what they shot, you watch it with like, he's a main character in this movie. He has huge parts in this movie. So why wasn't he this huge in the first one? Like, it's like two different movies, because Cyborg is all up and through and left and right in that movie. But in the first one, he's like, well, but like, so like he was on set every day filming those scenes. And, you know, if you've never been on set, like they film scenes for like hours. Like they can do a look for like 3-7 hours. So like he's doing that for like that long, and he's not even in the movie. That don't make no sense. So
I would feel like y'all wasted my fucking time.
Yeah, but, and yeah, he was.
But it wasn't a bad movie. The Flashpoint wasn't a bad movie. If you haven't seen it by now, it was hard for me to find a showing because it's been out so long. But if you haven't seen it by now, go see it.
It has not been out. It's like it hasn't been 45 days yet.
It hasn't?
Really?
No, that movie just came out like 3 or 4 weeks ago. It's that I don't even think it's been a month, or it has just been a month.
Well, apparently other movies are kicking its ass because it was hard for me to find a showing. Like the usual theater I go to didn't even have it playing.
Yeah.
Damn.
They said that it was the first week it was doing really good. Then the second week it was a 67% drop, and from there it's been downhill.
Yeah, because in the second week, ain't that when Spider-Verse came out? The second week Flash was out?
I'm not sure.
They came out the same weekend, actually.
They did?
As I'm looking at it, because it's saying the Flash came out June 16th. Hold on.
Yeah. And
I
I actually didn't see Spider-Verse the first week. I saw it like the second week, and it was still full. So yeah.
Oh, because Spider-Verse doing numbers. Like I looked up Spider-Verse too. You can see it. They got multiple showings of Spider-Verse. They got multiple theaters dedicated to those.
Yeah.
Still.
Let's go, Black people.
The Flash, like they might got one auditorium for the Flash, maybe two if you go to
The
a smaller
small one.
theater.
The small one in the back.
And it's
empty.
and it's the small one. I remember I was sitting right next to somebody. I could have breathed on them.
I think I sat by somebody in Spider-Verse too. Yeah, it was fully full in there. And it was in the middle of the day because I went during the daytime. But they said the Flash, it was a lot of poor VX. And like the Flash VX people said that's because they had to pull stuff from YouTube. Like there's a whole bunch of I haven't seen it. There's a whole bunch of scenes that show previous iterations of previous superheroes, like the first Superman, Adam West and stuff. They say they pulled this stuff from YouTube to put in their big budget Hollywood movie. So yeah, very, very weird that they did that. And yeah, so yeah, I'm just gonna wait till that comes on HBO Max and be happy with it. Oh, I did just see Guardians.
Okay.
Yeah, I did just see Guardians. I saw that this weekend, and that one was surprisingly good.
Why surprisingly?
Because because I liked the first Guardians, I did not like the second Guardians, but this Guardians was surprisingly good. We got right into the action. I wish Adam Warlock had a bigger role, but you know, they always do that with
Adam Warlock was a fucking child, and I was like, this is not what I expected.
Well, it makes sense. It's not comic book accurate, but it makes sense with when he emerged. He didn't have a lot of social interaction. But yeah, I actually pretty much enjoyed it. I didn't cry. I don't know when people were crying. I guess when
it was emotional, man. Talking about that young man, his upbringing. Well, he's not young, but
so we all seen it.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Keep going with why it was emotional, so I can.
Yeah, just saying because that was like one big question. Like, why can this man talk? Like, why is he so smart? Like, nobody really knew his background, where he came from, and to show just the many multiple layers of why the way he was, and you know. So I feel like that definitely, and then the musical selection throughout, like you know, they really had some good hits throughout. So it was a good film.
I did not cry when it was revealed that Rocket Raccoon was actually a raccoon. But I think that the part that really made people cry was when the otter died.
Because we knew that. Yeah, we knew that.
Lila? No. Rocket Raccoon is a raccoon in the comics.
Yeah,
we knew that.
We saying that we've all known that he's a raccoon from the beginning.
But
he is the only one that didn't know he was a raccoon.
But he's not a raccoon in the comics, so I was trying to see what was going to be comic book.
Oh, he was like an alien or something in the comics?
Yeah, he's an alien. He's from a different planet.
Yeah.
But but I wasn't sad at all. So but I was happy that there was a lot of action scenes. There was a lot of action scenes that they were actually good. So yeah, I wasn't upset at that movie, and I think that's a good ending for James Gunn's Marvel career, and it's something to look forward to with him going into Detective Comics. So back to Avatar, you guys. Who's your favorite Avatar? Aang or Korra or a previous Avatar?
Kyoshi. She ain't play it.
Yo,
Why?
yeah,
She did not play that shit.
yeah. Kyoshi was
I
like,
hate superheroes with all the power. Like, I don't want to kill somebody because that's morally wrong, man. Fuck that.
Right. Right.
sometimes it's
Fuck that.
morally right.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Yes.
They be all about the greater good, but when it's time to fight for the greater good, they be like, oh no, we can't do it.
Come
Yeah.
on now,
Oh,
right? Like,
Kyoshi
come.
was an earthbender. So that's the earthbender that was
Mm-hmm.
last that they were talking about in the little show description. Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I
cause
really think. Oh, go ahead.
no, because I was gonna say Kiyoshi surprised me when I was watching the show, and she was like, and they was talking about the dude. I forget his name, but the dude that was like conquering the Earth Kingdom,
Mm-hmm.
and Kiyoshi was like, I didn't kill him. Like he fell to his death on his own. He's like, but
Yeah.
if I would have had to, I would have. Had he not stopped, had he not failed, I would have did something about it.
Yeah,
Come on now.
yeah. I'm right there with you, Loronta, with Lorante, with that heroes should kill certain villains. Like, I don't think that Batman should kill every villain in his rogues gallery, but the Joker gotta die. The Joker
Come
gotta
on
die.
now.
Yeah,
Just like
yeah.
Deathside gotta die. Mongil or Mogil gotta die. Like these people gotta die because they are enslaving, killing, raping, doing things to entire planets or civilizations, or just causing mayhem in the city that result in people's deaths. They gotta die. You gotta kill them.
Oh,
Like
you
none
said
of the
you talking about Mongol? Okay,
yeah,
I'm like,
Mongo.
who was he talking about?
Sorry,
Okay, yeah, I
sorry.
know who you talking about.
But yeah, Dark Side gotta die. His whole crew gotta die. But
I mean, I
Yes.
think I think when it comes to Mongol and Dark Side, they can't kill them. Well, Mongol maybe, but Dark Side is like they struggle.
yeah, Dark Side's a god, like seriously. But like people like the Flash's rogue gallery, they can stay alive. They can just go to jail or something like that. Cause all they do is rob banks. They don't really murder anybody. But yeah, I'm right there with you, Laurente, with these feelings gotta die.
Gotta die.
Tell me, between the Avatar and Korra, what is your favorite? And I will expand it. Your favorite or your worst moment, your favorite or your most hated moment between either of the series.
So my
Um,
favorite. Oh, go ahead.
before you answer, I want to say one thing. Y'all notice how Jared said that? He said between the
Yep.
Avatar and
Yep.
Korra, because
Yep.
Korra's not the Avatar.
Right. Right.
I mean, I
We only
acknowledge her
recognize one
being the
Avatar around
Avatar.
these parts.
Yeah, I acknowledge her being the Avatar. She was born as the Avatar. I do not respect her
Is it
as
because
the
she's a
Avatar.
woman?
No,
Is
it's
it
not
because
that.
you don't respect her because she's a woman?
Hey, yo.
That's all I hear. They do the same thing. They got the same powers because she's a woman. You saying she's an incompetent avatar?
That's not what I said. So, are you saying I can go first?
If we listen to the subtext,
She was the worst Avatar in my opinion. Was it because she's a woman? I don't think so. I don't think that's the reason why. I think it's because she didn't listen to nobody.
She was the
Is
worst
that
Avatar.
is
She not
yeah,
only
she
did
was
she lose every fight in the beginning, she lost every fight. I think that what she did to the Avatar world in the Avatar state, and I think that that's just something that is unforgivable for the state of the world to just put them in this like people are going to work one day and then the next day in their hometown there's this portal to this other place. Like there's no prep to that, no build up to that. Like there was nothing to that. They're just okay, this portal's open and there might be a spirit in your house this morning. So there was no type of
y'all
there was
just be easy.
yeah,
right?
just be easy. So there was no type of prep to that, you know. And what she did to the Avatar thing, I really think that that part is unforgivable. I can't, like, it doesn't affect me in any type of way, and it does affect the normal person in the Avatar world. But I just really think that her destroying the Avatar state, whether it was an accident or um intentional, I think that that was unforgivable. So that's my most hated or most loved part of
Yeah,
the whole series, both series.
I I agree with you on that one. I agree with you on that one for real. Because that's the one that immediately popped into my head when you asked that question. Because that shit was just a fucking travesty, and it shouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
Right.
One of my favorite parts. Well, Loronta, we ain't finna make you go last, man. Go ahead. Jared done co-opted you.
No. I think we all had. So I guess we all had the same like worst part. Like, hey, man, come on, man. We could have did a million other things. You really had to do it that way. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So I didn't rock with them. One of my favorite parts was when we found Appa. When we got Appa back.
Oh yeah.
Because
Oh
Oh,
my
that was just an
God.
emotional. Losing
Yes.
him, and Aang
yeah.
was trying his hardest, but the building was coming down, and he had to
Yes.
save,
Oh
and
my
it was
God. The
that shit was
emotions.
just that was
Well,
just
that's one of
wild,
the that's one of the saddest parts too, right there. When Appa gets stole, boy,
Yeah.
man.
their whole fucking life changed.
That's how
Yeah.
you end the season. That's definitely how you end on a cliff. Like,
Yeah,
I
that
gotta
did
come
end
back
the
and watch this.
season. Like we had to wait a while until we could find out
Yeah.
what happened. Oh my
Mm.
God.
So
Another one of my another one of the saddest moments that I really enjoyed was it was in I think the Appa's Lost Days episode,
Mm-hmm.
or no, Tales. It was in the Tales of Boxing Sale, and when Uncle was having more for his son,
mm,
Mm-hmm.
boy, boy, that thing hit me, boy. That leaves on the vine
Yes. Yes.
falling so slow.
Yeah.
I was like, Uncle, stop it! You gotta
Yeah.
stop it, man.
Yeah. And then at the end of that episode, it was revealed because I didn't know that that voice actor had actually passed away.
Yeah, yeah,
Very
mm.
sad.
man.
Very sad.
Yeah,
Um,
but I'm about to cry right now thinking about it.
yeah, Leaves on the Vine is one of my favorites. I when I had an iPod, it was on my iPod.
Well,
um,
why would you have it?
Mhm.
Why would you willingly listen to that song?
oh, I listen to it all the time. I always listen to Leaves on the
Yo,
Vine.
that song would make me so sad, bro. I couldn't listen to that song all day.
Oh,
I
sometimes I
couldn't,
just had to be
I could,
sad.
that song could not hit me unexpectedly. Like,
On the
I'm gonna
shuffle,
need
like
I'm gonna
like
need
1 minute I'll listen to Toxic by Britney Spears. The next song, Leaves on the Vine by
Damn.
the
mm,
Avatar.
mm. I'm gonna
Um
need a tissue.
um but yeah, that
I'm trying to think of it because I have so many. One of my most favorites is like toward the end, might have been like the last episode of Atla. Um when because Sozin is like whooping Aang ass
Mm.
and on Aang ass. And I don't think none of us expected that. Like
Yeah.
I didn't expect it. I was like, oh, Aang gonna put up like a little fight or
Nope.
whatever.
Nope.
And Sozin was whooping on Aang ass. And then all of a sudden, Aang going to that avatar state and completely change that shit around. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Like this is what we here for. And then when he
Mm-hmm.
and what has become my favorite part from that scene now, and I think it's partly because of all the memes, is like so gonna be like, what did you do to me? He's like, I took your bending away.
yeah, yeah. Oh, speaking of
And
bending,
I'll be
oh
laughing because
no, go
I
ahead.
always be laughing because I always see the band meme. They see the meme they made from the marching band for that. Have y'all seen that?
Yeah.
The
No.
What
marching
did you do
band
to my
meme?
knees? What did you do to my
It's
knees?
like I took the bending away.
Oh,
That's exactly what you're
nah, I
Oh
talking
didn't
man.
about.
see that one.
I'll post that. I'm gonna post that on the channel, y'all. I'm gonna find that joint. I'm gonna post it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That just reminded me. Did y'all realize that, you know, a lot of people's bending got taken away by somebody. I forget his name in the show for Korra.
Una Locke's brother,
Yeah.
Amon.
Yeah, by Amon. And then Korra, after she got the power to restore these people's avatar, these people's bending, she didn't restore these people's bending. Like, she just let them be, okay, so now your whole way of life is going to change now. And even though I can change it back, I'm not going to. So like, it's like I was really like looking like Lin Beifong. She didn't even restore her power back. And she didn't even like care that
she did restore Lin Beifong's power.
Was it Lin Beifong?
In the end?
Oh, in the end, okay. But then other people like who are the people that she fought with? Both Zolt and Tanzo of the Whoopbacks, they never get their power back. And maybe we just don't see it.
Maybe did they need their powers back?
I mean, that's a whole way of life for somebody. You can't just take away somebody's bending and then have the power to give it back and then you don't give it back. Like, that's just
yes, I can. I'm not required to give shit back. If I didn't take it away from you, I'm not required to give your fucking bending back. I'm doing this shit out of the kindness of my heart. And if I'm not feeling kind today, that's your problem. It sucks to be you.
Oh man.
Okay. You may have never heard this quote before, but it goes like this: with great power, there must also come great responsibility. So you may not have heard that quote before, but
and it's not my responsibility to restore your power. Sorry.
Okay. Well, that's just kind of mean, but okay.
What are they gonna do about it? They powerless. I took their bending away.
Damn.
Oh my God.
One thing I would have liked this scene though, in like the Avatar universe, because I did feel like Korra had some really tough villains. I would like to see Zahir, the prisoner or the criminal, like the mastermind who got airbending, escaped. I would like to see him Avatar Aang. Like 35, 40-year-old Aang. I would like to see that.
Nah. I feel like because Zahir had airbending for what, 6 weeks? Ain't been a master airbender since he was fucking 12.
But like, the shit he could do in those 6 weeks, because he was,
I feel you. And I feel like we only felt that way because it was Korra. Because Korra was getting her shit rocked.
Exactly.
I feel like Aang would have been like, this is my air. It would have just took it off.
Yeah.
Zahir would have been like, why can't I fly?
Yeah. So what is, in you guys' opinion, the most strongest form of bending?
The strongest form of bending? On a full moon. No, not even. Blood bending is cold, but it ain't all that. It's gotta be a full moon.
Yeah. And I feel like you can, like, a lot of folks, they can, like, you can, like, muscle your way out of it. If you just, like, got the mental strength or whatever, or you just, like, strong in the body, you can, like, muscle your way out of it. We have seen that happen.
Okay.
I want to say it's, like, air bending. Like, it ain't, like, you can slice shit, you can, you can fly or whatever. Like, it's subtle. Like, I think air bending is more subtle than all the other bendings, but, like, you can bend the air out of somebody's lungs and kill them. If we talking about, like, what's the best, bending for killing. And also, I'm saying, after you after you release your earthly tether, you can fly.
Yeah, I don't know if it was in Korra or Aang, but when one of them walked into that air temple and found that air nomad surrounded by all those people that were trying to kill him, and they were just like dead because
that was in Atla.
Yeah, because he took all their breath away. That was pretty powerful. That was a shot right there. Loronta, what about you? What do you think is the most powerful form of bending?
So air is definitely up there. I feel like it kind of depends on the user. Because air, like y'all said, with the many different, the air is cold. But I like Azula. That's my girl, man. Blue flame, lightning. That's cold. But it's like everybody has their like strengths. Because like as soon as I said that, I was like, yo, I still love the Earth Kingdom too. because you know who loves a big mountain, you know, then fuck around, start metal bending and shit. So
Yeah.
man, it's
The
hard.
only
I
reason
can't
you
see
saying
it.
a Zulu with the blue flame is because you like that strip club, bro. I'm gonna just put that out there
No,
so people know.
no. No,
For
that's
those
not.
that don't know, there's a strip club in Atlanta called the Blue Flame that Loronta is he's a regular. They know his name when he walk in. Like
Wow.
the
First
bouncer
name
just
basis.
the bouncer don't even check his ID. He just dap him up and say, "Go ahead, bro."
Wow. Wow. Um, yeah. So the avatar, I mean, the bending that I would want is air. But I think that the strongest bending is definitely water. Not because of blood bending, but because why are you looking like that?
I'm waiting for this explanation.
Oh, not because of blood bending, but because um the way you would control the three stages of water has to you have to have some power to really control how the molecules are moving within that water to make it steam and then to even make that ice and then to shape that water into whichever way you want it to shape it in. I haven't seen Toph do that or earthbenders like shape stuff. Have y'all seen
Yeah.
or I don't remember them.
Yeah, I mean they shape it, but it's not as
Not like no.
forgive the pun. It's not as fluid.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Because
like
when they shape Earth, it's like all right, now it's a square, and it's like
yeah.
all right, that was a lot.
Yeah. And like the way that Earth, I mean, waterbenders move is like a constant thing. So like it's like their thought has to be constant along with the water, which is ever changing. So yeah, I really think that water takes a unique type of concentration and skill. And I think that
Yeah.
that would be the hardest one for me to get because I really think that I'm not sure. Like this is all theoretical, but I think that water ability has to be the most like math, like to me
I don't think so.
to be like speeding up the molecules for water, slowing them down for or speeding up even more for steam, slowing them down for ice, and shaping them and conjuring them from other forms of water or drawing them out from the air. Like that has to take a lot of concentration, a type of mental strength, and to even blood bend to go into somebody's body, control the molecules in their blood and make somebody move. I think that takes a unique type of skill and concentration that I don't think that the other benders have to do because they just have a power and they do it. But I think that theirs has a unique concentration. They have to constantly maintain that concentration because even though like you see Korra, she was the waterbender, right?
Yeah.
No. Avatar. Who was the waterbender on Avatar?
I don't know his name.
Katara. Yeah, Katara. You see Katara, when she loses her concentration, that's a D&D reference. When she loses her concentration on water, the whole structure collapses or the whole thing collapses. So like it's a constant maintaining of that, which what I think that that has to be the strongest and that has to be the hardest one to master for me. But yeah, I would do air, but I think that water is the hardest one.
I think you're right that water is probably like the hardest element to master. I don't think that makes it the strongest.
Air too though. Air is difficult to learn as well. Like if you're not like light and balanced, air ain't no joke. I think Earth might be the easiest. Earth is like
I think earthbending is the easiest bending because it's just like
you
look,
stomp, boom, yeah.
It's like force it, like just you do it with all your strength.
Come on,
Do it harder.
come on.
What's the opposite? Oh, fire. Fire is the opposite of water. That was stupid of me to ask.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy that like all the other bendings they have more of like a intangible or it's like an intangible type of deal because like it's either water, fire, air. Like you can grab those, but it's like most likely gonna slip through your fingers. Like Earth is the only one that's like I can actually put my hand on this thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that all bendings have a difficulty meter, but in my opinion, I think water has the highest difficulty meter to master and to get up there with the blood benders and the moon benders and to bend swamp water and to do all that stuff with.
Yeah.
Loronta, what's on your lip, man?
What's on my lip?
It's white. Ooh. And then he just licked it, yo. Ooh. Hey, yo, Loronta.
Well, y'all saw me eat cereal. Y'all saw me eat cereal. Am I on mute? Yo. Am I on mute? Okay. Y'all saw me eat their cereal.
So is there
Loronta.
Is there anything else that we want to say about Avatar, Korra, the upcoming projects, or anything else with this universe?
Avatar: The Last Airbender is like one of my comfort shows. So like I'll just like go back and watch it just because I need something to watch. Just so I feel comfy in my bed.
Do you remember when how did I bring it over? But I would come to your house and all of us, Lauren, Gordon, everybody would come to your house and we would watch whatever Avatar show was on.
Was it Legend of Korra?
I don't think it was Korra. I think it was Avatar still.
Okay, because we was in Legend of Korra started we was at Hampton
in 2012.
Korra started slowly but surely, but at first it was like I think we was just watching random episodes of Avatar because it was like we was just chilling.
Really? No, we was watching the latest. We was watching the latest because I got them from Canada. Because I would get those episodes from Canada, and I would say, "No, we gotta watch this." And I
remember that. That was back when we were still pirating shit, wasn't it?
Yeah. I would bring like a USB.
Hey yo.
Yeah,
but that was Korra, though, right?
That was Avatar.
Couldn't have been. Avatar ended when I was in grade school. I gotta look it up.
What?
Yeah, I think it was Korra. I think we was watching Korra in college. Had to be. Because what happened? We had a dinner, and randomly somebody had Avatar, and it was like Avatar, y'all like that? Oh, I love that. What? That's my shit. And next thing you know, even though we all had mutual backgrounds before that, that was like one of those secret, like, damn, what? It was like, we fought with each other for real?
Yeah, I think everybody liked the Avatar. Everybody,
man, so
liked the Avatar.
Yeah, I don't even remember this. I vaguely remember that we used to watch it, but I don't remember these instances. Specifically, the one that you brought up, Loronta. We should have took a picture.
It was a dinner. It was one of those. We would have a random dinner at somebody's apartment.
Yep.
And
what apartment was I in? Me and you only had the one apartment.
Right. That's what I'm trying to figure it out.
And Jared folks will come over to their apartment to watch Korra?
I came over to your house and we watched Korra over there.
Yeah.
You came to my house and we watched Korra? This must have been in Atlanta.
No, this was in
it was in Hampton. Kerrybrook. It was in Kerrybrook. And we were watching on your TV.
In my room?
TV.
No,
or downstairs TV. I can't remember.
Downstairs, okay.
Because it was too many of us.
Well, yeah. Because when you like, we watching on my TV, I'm like, in my room? I don't think everybody was in my bedroom like that.
Yeah. Because I remember I would always watch it before I brought it over.
What?
Why?
Yeah, like I haven't seen it, guys. But I
you fuck nigga. Jared, are you serious? Oh my.
Yes,
are you serious?
Because y'all were always like playing around with when we could come over and I'm not gonna be home or I have to work or it's too early or it's too late. So I was like, I'm not gonna wait. This thing is already on my computer. So I just watched it.
That was something we was doing all together as a family, and you just said, fuck us.
But I watched it again with the family.
No. I want to hear that bullshit.
All right, guys. Well, as usual, I'm right and they wrong. So let's come back very soon with y'all's favorite part.
Welcome back, folks. You for making this far in the pod. Now it's time for our favorite, your favorite, my favorite, his favorite section. Questions from who? Viewers like you.
Who? You.
You. So let's dive on in. Once again, if you want to submit a question, feel free to submit them anywhere from email, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Our Instagram and TikTok is Black Geek Energy, all one word. The Gmail is blackgeekenergy@gmail.com, and the Twitter is BGE_pod. That's BGE_POD. And that's that. So let's dive right in.
I wasn't sure how to spell pod. I appreciate it.
No problem. Anything for you. So let's dive right on in. Our first one's from Instagram. We got Silly Rabbit 77. She asks, "Are y'all attending any comic book conventions this year or Comic Cons this year?"
Nah. And Blurred Con just passed. So
I'm trying to think if I've been to any.
No.
Before I say no.
I've never been to one either. I just feel like you have to cosplay if you go to one, and my body isn't right for the cosplay that I want to do. So
here you go. Here you go.
You want to do Storm?
I do want to do Storm, but I also want to do the old 1950s Robin.
Ooh.
You know, the one that wore the green.
The one with the cakes out.
Yeah, right. He's gonna get snatched up. He's gonna get snatched up. You go somewhere out there.
Yes. So, but my body isn't where it needs to be for me to be in those very tight and very revealing costumes.
Yes, it is, Jared.
No, it's
your
not.
body is exactly where it need to be.
Tell him, D.
You look great, brother.
I would be the laughing stock, even though body positivity is something that these Black comic book cosplayers really acknowledge and they love, but I don't think that my body is where it needs to be in cosplay. And I feel like you have to be in cosplay to be at those cons. So yeah.
You don't. You just kind of feel, when you're not in cosplay, you just kind of feel less than.
Yeah.
Like a second class citizen.
Ooh.
Okay.
Did y'all hear about this upcoming about San Diego Comic-Con or New York Comic-Con? So
what about it?
It'll be released tomorrow. The SAG, SAG is about to go on strike. And if SAG goes on strike, then that means that no actors can participate in these cons.
Anything.
Yeah, they can't be in these interviews.
They already been paid. They already been paid though.
I mean, they'll get paid for an appearance fee for going on these cons, right?
Yeah,
so
but I'm saying they already paid their money, so they better show up or give me my money back.
I mean, not the actors.
I mean, if that's the only thing I came for, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's plenty of other stuff going on at this con, so we ain't gonna give you your money back.
Yeah.
But, I came here for Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Hemsworth.
Robert Downey Jr. definitely ain't showing up at no damn con. He passed that point.
Yes, shit. You'll be surprised.
But yeah, so
not that con, definitely. But go ahead.
We find out tomorrow if SAG is going on strike, and if they do, it's the SAG is on strike and the Writers Guild is on strike. So, oh, so
SAG and WAG on strike.
Yeah, basically. So y'all didn't answer. Are y'all going to any cons this summer?
Oh, I was waiting for you to get your answer out. Okay, no.
Nah.
And then for me, I'm gonna say maybe because Dragon Con is coming, and that's like a really big one, and tickets aren't too bad. So I was gonna.
You gonna take the kiddos?
No, not necessarily. I was probably gonna take my brother Travis because we doing this thing where we're trying to get him out there more and stuff like that. And I can't force him like girls I want him like girls he like, if that makes sense. And part of that is finding someone with shared interests. So we thinking we might need to find him just his own, a crew. He's a grown man, but I'm trying to help him go in different situations.
He ain't got friends
and stuff like that.
He ain't got no crew already.
I mean, Not for real. So like when we graduated high school, he didn't have the, you know what I'm saying, the best, like he didn't have the best friends or whatever. So when after he left, he moved straight to Atlanta, and he never went back. And he's worked, but he's never really found another crew. So
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, this year, man, we gonna just try to do different stuff, go different places and stuff like that. So
We're
I
gonna make
might,
some friends.
right. So I'm like, yo, I want to do Dragon Con just to see what's up there. Am I gonna dress up? Probably not. But yeah, we probably go to Dragon Con.
Two questions.
Well, go
Why are you
ahead.
trying to force it on your brother though? Like, if he doesn't
No,
want to, or
he
does he want to?
he would like, it's one of
Is
those.
he one of them folks that always complain about not having friends and shit?
No, he don't complain. He don't complain. I just know that's part of life though. You need friends. You need people to, because my friends aren't your friends. Like my friends you can be cool with my friends, but
Mm-hmm.
my friends is my friends. You got to find your own and make your own circle, because you'll always be my little brother to my friends, if that makes sense. Now,
Yeah, no, you
whereas,
absolutely right.
you know what I'm saying? So
You
I just
absolutely right.
want you.
Cause
And I don't mind you hanging around my people. I don't, but I just want you to have your own motion, your own situation. And
yeah,
what's the
yeah.
second question? What's the second question, Jared?
Are you gonna do like on-site interviews or on-site
And you
questions with
and you
these Dragon
know,
Con people?
I was thinking about that with the pod as well. So I don't know them personally, but I know like they're different. Different people gonna be out there and stuff like that. So I was kind of thinking. So that might be something, because it's late August. Well, it was Labor Day, late August, early September. So it's gonna be around there. So we might.
I mean,
I
you
probably
got
could.
the mailbag. You could just go around to different cosplayers and ask them
Hmm.
some questions.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So we'll probably do that, and that'll be some content for the pod. Shout out to you, Jared. You're always thinking. That's why you're the CEO. That's why. That's why we
Next
keep you there.
question. Next
All
question.
right. This one's from the Gmail. We got Joseph from Portland. He asks, "Hey guys, I'm having a tough time. How have you all dealt with rejection in the past?" This is a
Oof.
good question. You know who can answer this question even better? Our friends over at BetterHelp.com. But since you asked us,
Yeah,
we'll dive on in. We'll dive on
yeah.
in.
At betterhelp.com/pod. No, slash BGE
BGE.
pod. If
There
you
you go.
want to get a real answer from a trained person, you can always go there. But for now, we're gonna just answer this to the best of our ability. And I would say the best way to handle rejection is to just build a bridge and just get over it.
Ooh.
Hey.
Ain't nothing you can do about it for real. Because if somebody rejects you, like you have to respect what they said. They said no, or that job said
Mm-hmm.
no. You can ask that job, well, what skills do I have to better qualify? But if it's a girl or a boy that you're trying to get with, no, you have to respect them and then realize that you need to move on from that person. There are hundreds of people in the world.
Mm-hmm.
There are millions of people in the world. So you have to try to find you another one who may want to be bothered by you. So yeah, you really
Mm-hmm.
have to get a bridge, get over it, and realize what your mistakes were and try to fix your mistakes.
Mm-hmm. I'm in Jared's camp. I'm mostly in Jared's camp. Like you just got to get over it. And one of the best ways to get over somebody is to get up under somebody new. Um,
Ooh.
yeah, and like I'm not with the whole like acting like what I did wrong or what could I have done better, like all that kind of stuff. Cause like have some pride. Stand the fuck up. Like, what are you talking about? It just sounds too much like begging to me. It's like, oh, what didn't you like about me? It's like, yo, it doesn't matter because they don't like it. They've already said no. Don't make them have to say no again.
So I mean, if it's a job, you're not gonna ask why they didn't want you. Because I
Nope.
always ask with
Nope.
job. No, I
Nope.
always
Because a
ask
lot of
what
times, a lot of
skills.
times with jobs, it well, my understanding of this question, we weren't talking about a job because he's like, how do you get over
It's just
rejection?
general rejection, just general, like anything from friendship, relationship, professional. Just it's just
Mm.
a general. He just said I'm having a tough time. He didn't go into
Is it
detail.
is
You
it
know what?
is did
Huh?
he say all that? Did he say all that in the thing?
No, it was just that sentence, literally. Like,
Mm.
just how do you deal with
I
rejection?
mean,
So that's kind of
well,
open
okay.
ended
If
for
we're
us.
if we're talking about general rejection, I have more advice to add on to what I was saying. But do some stuff that makes you happy, man. That like do some stuff that like puts you completely in your zone and takes your mind out of the world and push yourself in your zone. Like for me, it's roller skating or like
Hey,
maybe like watching TV, playing video games. Like, but roller skating is that big one. I might play some D&D, but like do something that like really that you really enjoy. That's gonna take you away from it. Like, don't just sit in that.
hell yeah. Okay, okay. Good one, good one. All right, moving along, moving along.
Wait, what
Last
do you
question.
say?
Oh, hey, keep it thugging. Keep it thugging. The good thing about the rain, you know what I'm saying? Sun gonna shine tomorrow. That's why I love tomorrow. So keep it moving. Um, Felipe from this next one's from the Gmail. Got Felipe from Austin. He asked, this is a versus. So he asked, who would win in a fight, Optimus Prime or MCU Iron Man?
What suit is Iron Man wearing?
He just put MCU Iron Man. So I guess he got all
Let's
of them.
say, yeah,
He
he
got
has
all the
access to
suits.
all his suits all the time.
On some thing when he fought Thanos that time. Everybody, come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Iron Man.
Yeah, Iron Man is finna wash
Yeah,
fucking
Optimus.
Optimus Prime. Like I fuck with Optimus Prime, and I'm finna go see the Transformers movie this week.
that's
But
out.
Mm-hmm.
It's out.
but
You can
yeah,
see
no,
it.
Optimus ain't finna touch Iron Man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like I
Unfortunately,
I see Iron Man like finding a way to like hack Optimus Prime brain and like control him, and then build Iron Man suits like that are basically Autobots.
yeah.
So
Fuck
yeah,
him up.
Optimus
So,
Prime ain't gonna do nothing but make Iron Man more powerful.
so I'm not that big on Transformers lore, but aren't they all like living organisms?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, uh,
but they're like
I
electronic organisms, like so like
yeah,
they can still rust, like they can still get viruses and shit. Because they're still like computers or whatever.
yeah. So, yeah, Iron Man's going to win, but he's gonna have to break his code about killing people to win, which is going to, um,
Iron Man has a problem with killing people. I didn't know
yeah,
that. Hmm.
yeah, they all do.
Mm-hmm.
But but yeah, yeah, Iron Man's gonna win, but yeah, I think the Optimus Prime is gonna put up a heck of a fight.
Okay.
What if
Yeah.
Optimus combines with Jetstream?
Iron Man is going to win.
Oh, so ain't nothing Optimus can do.
There is nothing he can do.
All right. So, hey, moving forward, listeners, do me a favor. Be a bit more specific with the questions. Because if y'all would have said something like, which Iron Man, how many suits, that might change the battle. So when y'all send y'all verses in, which we welcome them here.
Yeah.
Just be a bit more specific, so we can definitely have a fair fight. Because yeah, that's like, let me know after you see the Transformers movie, Demarcus, and
That ain't gonna
yeah, this
change my mind.
no, let me tell you, man, these niggas, like, I've never seen a Transformers movies where they get their ass whooped the whole movie.
Okay.
like I was like, come on now, come on, man, what, huh? It was it.
I feel like that's part for the course for a transformer.
Yeah.
I mean, partially. I mean, they was jumping niggas and still losing.
Damn. Damn. So you already
I
seen
was
it,
like,
huh, Loronta?
yeah, man. I went. Well, I got this little website. You know how they do, but yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking you done went to the movies, my brother.
No. It's a super clear version out. Like, it came quick. It came out quick, so I just popped it in. But hey, thanks y'all so much for these questions. Once again, send them in at any time, any day, any place. Black Geek Energy.
Anytime,
Uh-oh.
any place. Go ahead.
Hey, at blackgeekenergy@gmail.com, BGE_pod on Twitter, and Black Geek Energy on Instagram and TikTok. Thank y'all so much for listening. We hope you learned something. We hope we made you laugh. Hope we made you cry a little bit. Whatever it is, please leave a comment
I made
below.
them cry.
We need the engagement. We really, really need the engagement. We've been doing this going on 23 weeks, 22 weeks now, and we really appreciate the support we've got from our friends, family, and our fans like you. So just keep on keeping on. And yeah, that's it from me. Anything else, fellas?
Leaves on the vine, falling so slow.
The Marcus is about to cry, so we have to go. So make sure that you leave the Marcus a nice message on our page. Just go in, rate 5 stars, and leave him a good message. And we will see you next week on Black Geek Energy.
BGE out. All right, let's take a break to check in on our geeks. How are y'all doing? How are y'all feeling? How's your heart? How's your mind? Now, y'all have asked us about mental health before and what our feelings are on mental health, and I say that your mental health is just as important as your physical health, your spiritual health, and your financial health, your fiscal health. And therapy, a lot of times, is a bridge to those other things. And so our sponsor, BetterHelp, is here to help us with that and help you with that. And I know a lot of y'all don't believe in therapy. Y'all ain't got time for it. You know, can't nobody tell you how you feel, but that's not what BetterHelp is here to do. What BetterHelp does is that they have licensed professionals that help you understand why you're feeling the way you do and are able to walk you through those feelings and help you get to a better place or just to reassure you of where you already are. I'm in therapy myself, and I can tell you that it's working for me. So, why not give it a try? You can go to betterhelp.com/BGE pod. That's beta gamma epsilon pod for 10% off and get started with BetterHelp today.
Jardo. Y'all been playing with that AI app, the new, you know how they got a new whatever.
The one that made the babies now.
Yeah.
I have not.
What's it called?
It's called like Kimini or something like that.
Start with an R. Hold on.
Remini? Remisi?
Yeah, it is. Remini.
Remini.
All right. So it's on you.
Okay.
Tay Tay. Can I call you Tay Tay?
No, don't call me no Tay Tay.
Oh, do y'all listen to the podcast? Like I put all this extra stuff at the end of the show.
Like what? What extra stuff?
Like after the Marcus's commercial, then I put like the extra stuff, like the bonus.
Oh, the stuff we be saying on the breaks that was supposed to get cut out.
That was supposed to get cut out.
Yeah,
I'm glad.
See, because y'all don't listen.
That's what I was about to say. That's his test. Like, did y'all listen? Yeah, listen.
No,
you didn't. No, you didn't, motherfucker.
That's why I stopped talking.
I knew it.
I
didn't put nothing bad or nothing sexual or nothing that's gonna embarrass y'all. So no. Mm-hmm. But y'all gotta listen to the show. Oh my God. That's how I know y'all didn't listen.
All right, y'all. We're about to come back in 3, 2, 1. All right.